And I don't know, bears just don't seem very good against Orc almost ever. With a Keeper, you have way more options. You can go for pushes with APs, you can go for expansions with hunts, you can even go for late game tier 3 marksmanship. And you can go for some good creeping. Blade Master early on, not wanting to creep at all. He is aggressive, but a little bit too late to get that first steal.
Well, the second target can always be archers. Another target can also be wisps. So there's a lot to do for the Blade Master in the north here, but good creeping by Colorful. No Engine of War deny. The archer's not too exposed. And Lin is already looking for expansions.
Keepers being followed around. Lin learned the lesson from the game against Kaho, where he lost 4 peons in the early game. That was painful. He doesn't want to do that again.
Oh, so yeah, Scout being attacked, creeping disrupted. In general, a very disruptive early game on both sides. Keeper with Entangle could be going for the peons. Blade Master at all times could be going for colorful space. Scouting denied. Creeping denied. They even each other out well.
Lin is, of course, playing that new build with a skipped shop here. That means he has more grunts early, especially great on this map, where you have to scout in plenty of positions if you want to know exactly what's going on. The peon scout has died. And Lin is doing another favorite orc move. At nighttime, go to the merc camp, pull it out, hire the mercs, and then creep it if you have the freedom. Oh, beautiful creep by Lin. Not only did he pull out the creeps and stuff, but he also repositioned the mercenaries to be safe in the back. Nicely done.
Not bad, but he's still caught. Can't entangle the golem, but you could maybe entangle the Blade Master, but no. Oh, Subby Mask! No, big potion. Oh my god, what a steal by Colorful. Entangle galore. I don't know why I said Subby Mask. Maybe because it results in the same amount of mana regenerated. This was incredible, man. Town portal gone. Items, both items stolen, and no scary levels for the Blade Master either.
And the Keeper's looking for more. This is a tough start for Lin, dude. This is not what he was hoping for. It was pretty unlucky as well, where the Blade Master popped out after the Windwalk, couldn't pick up the items. Now the Berserker's also gonna go down. That's level 2. Oh, and that's gonna be another grunt going down. Yup, with the Entangle. This might be a quick one.
We talk about Warcraft being a snowbally game. Lin is hit by an avalanche here. Grunt going down, not denied. Blade caught, revealed, focus fire. The power of the entangle button. The shop is gonna be attacked and probably destroyed, if not for a lot of repair. My god, what an early game for Colorful.
Yeah, what a punish. It's no secret nowadays, orcs always love going for this merc camp at nighttime. Colorful knew it, and he was there right away. A bit of luck also coming in being able to steal these items, but then making perfect use of it. And, well, Lin with one hell of a task here. He has 1 grunt and 1 blade at the moment. No levels to speak of. And Colorful soon with the expansion.
Wow. Incredible map control. Thanks to Entangle first. That was a very good choice. Lin can go for Hex and prevent the creeping. He does, but... Oh, no! The experience went into no man's land. The hunters get the last hit. The Shadow Hunter is surrounded. Almost. But yeah, that's a TP out and damage is done. What is happening here?
And this forces Lin into a Hex, of course. Won't have the heal wave and serpent wards, which is more ideal. Oh, the Keeper is back with the entangle. He's gonna get more kills. This is a brutal... Dude, I haven't seen Lin get schooled like this by Nyla for a long time. Normally he has become so good at minimizing risk and playing it perfect early. This time, it seems like the first time in a long time, he let it slip a bit.
This is the Lin who demolished Moon 3-0. The Lin who forced game 5 off of Kaho. Probably the person with the best shape currently. And he is in shambles. Wyvern are coming now. It's not that Colorful has the craziest levels. And the Expo isn't up yet. So maybe there's a reason to fight.
There's always a late game win condition from out of nowhere for Orc. That is the heroes, who will be so much stronger compared to the Night Elf counterpart. But that relies on levels. He needs creeping, he needs levels, and boy oh boy is he far away from that right now. Lindo is looking for some kind of way back into the game. He knows Colorful will have to make some mistakes. But Colorful, of course, only human. Perhaps he will make some.
Alright, Alchemist leveling, Keeper leveling. This is of course a suboptimal skill build for the Shadow Hunter as well on Lin's side. So even if he levels, he won't be in fighting shape. But Twisted is a map where you can dodge fights for quite a long time, and Lin is exceptional in Raider lane if he ever gets there.
Creeping is slow. Without the Serpent Wards, with a small army. Lin is taking a long time. Beautiful scouts also here with a Wisp by Colorful. Knows exactly what's going on. And now he's got the Keeper 3. Hunt's coming. And expansion loading up. Creep one more camp, get a heal scroll. And then fight.
And then fight, and this fight might not last for a long time. No Serpent Wards at all. Probably not willing to fight then. Maybe a base race, but with base race without raiders is also problematic. This Alchemist levels well, is super tanky against the potential hero focus thanks to Ring of Protection, Circlet, Superiority. And Lin can only hope, man. Lin can only pray and hope. Oh man.
First Merc camp, creep, put him far behind. Is the second one going to cost him the game? We'll see. At least now there's Shaman. We do have plenty of Dispel. Berserker gets caught, dispelled, but might still be dead.
A lot of attention on that Berserker. He can maybe operate from the backline now, but Lin has no TP to get out of here. This Berserker has a long way ahead of him. A Shaman sniped. Every entangle seems to be a kill. So many strikes by Colorful.
So much vision also. With this many hunts, you have plenty of owls to use if you do have the Sentinel. That was upgraded nice and cheap nowadays.
Alchemist is close to 3. Oh boy. And now that is his Mercamp. There was of course a big mana invested. Reason for why this early game was so good. But he can't just find another. The Peon Scout dies actually. Rare sight. Heal Scroll, Invo Potion, big healing, more solutions to hero focus.
Then with the Creepjack, trying to find some kind of opening. But his army's just too small. It's just way too weak. And the heroes can't make up for what the army is lacking. The levels aren't there. Double level 3s wouldn't even be enough here. What Linux is double level 5. Sooner or later.
Well, on Twisted you can creep double level 5.
Hunt's also getting stronger. Moonglaive just finished. Second attack upgrade about to come in. The Wyvern could work out well. We have one at least.
But then we have no Serpent Wards. This is just making up for the lack of piercing damage. Not additional piercing damage. Muddy under the knife doesn't survive that surgery. Raiders all hurt, man. Lin needs healing desperately.
Heal spray over the top. Nicely done. Great. The Blade Master can't keep up with the healing. This is a very underleveled, very undergeared Blade. Does get that kill finally. But of course, Colorful loves trading 1 for 1 here. Yeah, Lin realizes it now. Sees no chance anymore. GG. Colorful with a 1-0. Nice execute. Great punish. But he knows that was a bit lucky. Lin here exposing himself more than he normally would.
Absolutely. Not the War Chief performance just yet. But Colorful, as you have to do in this round of 6, punishing every single mistake. Twisted Meadows, not the tense game we were hoping for, but setting a precedent, man. Colorful might not be the underdog in this series, and you can't slip at all against a player of his caliber who has won world championships before the last WGL, of course, at his chest. And all of a sudden 1-0. That was quicker than expected.
Echo Isles is a very orc favorite map, though normally most Night Elves will veto this map and rather leave in Northern Isles, which is also an orc favorite map. But Colorful decides to switch things up. Northern Isles was vetoed, and Echo Isles now is in. This is Lin's choice. And Echo Isles normally means Talons, doesn't it? At least in the past it did. Like I said, because the map normally gets vetoed, we don't see it much in this matchup. There is also room here to come up with something surprising, perhaps.
Maybe some hidden AP pushes. Lin has to slap himself a little bit. Gotta be wide awake for all the cheese strats that might be coming in. If he's not winning his first pick here, he's down 0-2 and has to win 3 maps in a row. Let's go. Round 2.
Colorful on the left-hand side. Going for a Merc Camp creep right away. No hesitation. And that looks then like a likely Demon Hunter opening. Fast creeping, get level 3. And that, I think, is looking quite a bit like Talons. This map, though, is so good for Orc, because normally you can control the Night Elf's creeping quite well if you want to, or you can let him creep his thing if that is your desire, but mainly, it's really, really good for Tier 2 expansion.
Yeah, cross-map brush is so hard to do. Colorful has chosen the Demon Hunter. His War 3 Champions ID, Race DH. Big love for the Demon Hunter and great skills for playing the Demon Hunter. A whole different game now, of course. Very little control, no summons. Grunts can roam freely if they so desire, and so can the Blade Master.
This time around, we do have an early shop for Lin. Not gonna go aggressive across the map right away. He's gonna creep at least the item. But I like the position on the shop. I like it a lot. It's in the center, kind of. You can get to it quickly from different positions, and it also perfectly scouts an approach from the Night Elf. But Colorful also knows early about it, can avoid it if he wants. If he had a Keeper with Treants, he could take it out real easy. But of course, that's not the case here.
One thing we haven't mentioned yet, Lin, the last Korean alive in this tournament. Many have faltered, Focus, Sock, Labyrinth, all eliminated in the group stage. And then Lawlight and Moon yesterday. Oh, Lin threatens the last hit. But Lin is no happy.
Yeah, peons also have like half damage of an Acolyte. It is a lot harder to do. But he's making it expensive at least. Green Camp pulled in, more damage on the Ancient of War, costs a lot of Wisp Repair, but a lot of experience for the Demon Hunter at the start. The Crystal Ball, not that good, but a fast level 2 is nice.
Okay then. Immolation, of course, for creeping, as so often. Lin not going ultra greedy into the main base, and Colorful knows exactly what's up. Nice heads up scout, but he will be too late to threaten this.
Pretty bad items for Lin. Ring of Superiority and Slippers, of course, would have been great. Also, Mantle would have been pretty good later. But these two items pretty bad. That's fair, I guess. Both so far with weak drops.
We have a lot of claws and a marketplace on this map, so you can find better stuff later or just trade. Probably not satisfied with the offer here, and Colorful is indeed working on his Talon build, and we are working on a higher sub count. Thank you, Muka FC, for the 4-month resub.
Big moments here. Last hit and Berserker. Gonna be a big deal. Lin gets it, but item goes to Colorful. Quick fingers here. Those claws are valuable. And who got the Berserker? Colorful as well. If Lin had stolen that one, that would have been big. That could have been huge pressure. Colorful making sure he gets that Berserker for himself. That was important. And I would say pretty decent start for Colorful so far. You have to rely on a strong Demon Hunter with this build, the Talon build, because you won't have much for a long time.
Yeah, and damage is always a bit of momentum, bit of creep speed. Again, the Scout Peon dies. Not an occupation that I would choose for myself today. But again, creeping disrupted for a bit until the Demon Hunter joins in. 0.02% away from level 2. One steal is critical strike.
Oh, item trying to pick it up. Blade Master playing this really on the edge. But Colorful gets everything, and suddenly he's almost level 3. Colorful is starting to look better and better.
Do we have to worry for the tournament life of Lin already halfway, or not even halfway, but at the beginning of map 2? All these tiny little moments go to the Chinese, and that is a bit of a problem for Lin. Without critical strike, the overlay shows 4 out of 5 peons. And if we look at the gold, that's a 400 gold difference. Now, okay, apparently salvaged. I was worried a bit.
Yeah, but that's 400 gold he lost already. That's normally not a bug. In the remaining gold that we see, that is not ideal. Lin, today not having that killer look on his face.
Oh, rather a little cheeky smile. We go old school, Beastmaster second. Is that just a push into the base? The tier 2 buildings aren't up yet because of that resource mismanagement. This is like shades of 2014. Off to the tier 2 buildings, canceling them, buying so much time.
Oh, this could be a lot of burrows going down, but Cuffle actually TP's home. Does not want to expose his Ancients of Winds to being cancelled over and over. Big Master sticking around.
He has a staff, but it's on cooldown.
But it's like a great start for Lin. He's got the shot on her though, and the good thing is against... Well, I was about to say, in this matchup you want to go Hex regardless, but that's not exactly true. Also against Talons you want to have Serpent Wards and healing, but he might be forced into the Hex because of the scary Demon Hunter now.
Exactly. But it is Serpent Wards, it is also Walkers and Raiders. The tier 2 is coming together slowly, but oh, this Demon Hunter again. Shadow Hunter gets it, but will he survive? Ring of Protection helps, of course. And the Demon Hunter is not creating more trouble to the base. Beastery at the bottom right-hand side. We don't have a shop currently, right? Ah, it's still in the middle, of course. So far away, that's the negative side of this build.
Caleb's in a great spot. It's looking horrible for Lin. This Demon Hunter is dominating the early game, and I think Lin's big mistake here was just letting the Demon get level 3 pretty easily.
Well, Lin's big mistake was to only use 4 peons. But apart from that, I agree. Map control fully on the Night Elf side. Beastmaster leveling now. Lin's biggest accomplishments, they're cancelling shops, threatening talents now, at least to a degree, but there's no big progress on any of the heroes. There's no big progress when it comes to army composition. Lin needs an exquisite fight, but the good thing is he's capable of that.
And we have seen Lin come back from crazy games before, and also in series in crazy situations. One hell of a reverse sweep against Happy comes to mind.
Exactly. He was down 0-3 there. Okay, no shop means no staff, means no orb, means more, no clarity. When you play immolation creeping, that helps. Shouldn't be enough, isn't.
Yeah, normally on this map though, you want to have the Shaman out early, you want to have Dispel against the Quillbeast, you want to expand quickly at the natural and then play the 2-base advantage for Orc. That can be really strong. But again, we saw no Shaman, we saw instead the Walkers, and of course the lack of gold here was a huge problem. Shadow on level 3, Blade Master on level 3, and Colorful on the warpath with Master Training about to finish.
Wow. And Creepjack opportunity. No TP again on Lin. Taking risks here to get closer to level 2 Serpent Wards, but ensnare the trolls, ensnaring the trolls. Still a retreat possible. Tinka as a third hero choice, and again gold resources drained. Colorful moving into a better position. This was all the good things that happened in the past 9 minutes without Talon Master Training when things get really dicey for the Orc.
Beastmaster already level 2. Tinker also getting a bit of experience here. Demon stacking up more. But Colorful doesn't have a TP and doesn't have an invuln. That is the big concern here. If he starts losing one hero and then a second, things can still quickly turn around. He needs to get to the shop. He needs to get these items. He needs to protect the heroes.
10-minute mark crossed. Master Talents done. 11 Cyclones. And Lin, big strength in the matches versus Moon was early walkers, lots of mana accumulated. Here, he doesn't even have the spell yet at the 10-minute mark. And only 2 walkers. How do you deal with all the upcoming storms?
Colorful now moving north. He must know where Lin is. The Ancient of War that was taken out gave him the information, but Lin can set up a Serpent Ward, a Snake Pit here. This could be a good position for him. Picks up the item quickly, then also went for a TP. He's going for the hit and run. Not interested right now in fighting, as it seems.
Oh, Talon's about to intercept, though. Is he using them? Might be exposed. Here we go. Is that the big fight that Lin needs, or will it all go even further downhill from here? Not confident in the positioning in his army. Not leaving without blood, though. 2 Talons down reduces the number of Cyclones that we have, and all of the cost of a TP and a Grunt. Maybe Lin is finding foothold now in the series.
The Shadowrunner can also look extremely impressive in this matchup. If at some point he gets level 5 on the Shadow, those Serpent Wards against Talons are crazy good. But we are, of course, far away from this. Then moving south. Looking for an opening, but good scouting as well. Colorful, really good movement, always aware of what's happening.
The Hawk is on point, spare units are on point. Might use some Wisps even later. His resources looking fine, as he is in no upkeep, of course. A Walker Cyclone, rare sight. And that's so much mana. Ethereal form, but that's an invite to a mana burn kill. The hit and run is more like run.
Yeah, Colorful looking better and better. And Colorful is not losing any army. He's sitting at 50 supply. He is accumulating a lot of gold. Beastmaster, though, too far forward. That's the one opening. Late Master has no invuln, so he can't go beast mode. Has to rely on the disenchant. There's not too much here in terms of dispel, but there's an invo potion transfer. Nicely done by Colorful again, buying more time for himself. Lin has to disengage, loses one of the raiders. The Beastmaster will be saved with the staff. Colorful.
Oh, wow. And the blade might just be exposed. There's no mana for Windwalk after this one. If he continues burning and cycloning and surrounding, the blade is dead. Raiders as well, still trying to reach double level up. Blade in trouble. Oh, okay. That's not the greatest. Has to reposition again. But it doesn't matter because he has a myriad of cyclones that he can use for this. And there's no way out except the TP. Maybe bought a lot of time. Colorful is demolishing Ligan. Just demolishing him.
Yeah, all comes down to the early game. This early game was so far in favor of him. This was a perfect start for the Demon Hunter. This Echo Isle's pick is working out flawlessly. And Colorful showing how this map can be played. Of course, with Lin making some big mistakes, we have also to say. Lin getting swiftly punished for his small errors here and there. Can he find some way to get out of this?
Look at Lin, man. Why is he laughing? He was smiling big time. This is not the position to be in to laugh. Archer, Hidden Scout, sees the army movement again. Colorful has all information at all times.
And then it's being chased around the map over and over. Colorful knows where his opponent is going and is there to intercept. And Lin still seems far away from fight ready. He's gonna try now. No invul potion, but he has one heal scroll at least. But everything for Lin looking so hurt already. Has to tap out. GG. 2-0 for Colorful. Up already on match point.
Oh, wow. That is such a quick series. This is barely half an hour, is it? Colorful having the great early games and is never stopping. He's never fumbling. Keeps everything together and plays the advantage as best as you can. And one of the top favorites in this entire tournament is now facing elimination, and that would also be Korea eliminated.
Yeah, I don't know what happened today, Lin. I don't know if he had a rough morning or what, but something is not happening, not clicking today. The group stage was great. Even the game against Moon, of course, was amazing. Against Kahui, almost won. But so far today, both games, big mistakes. This is the worst time, the worst day to have an off performance, an off day. But you know, can happen to anybody.
Can there be a turnaround? It all has to start on Turtle Rock. Lin needs 3 wins in a row. He did that versus Moon. He did that before. He has comeback ability. Hopefully, seems like he's streaming. Hopefully his chat is cheering him up a bit, unlike, you know, the classic Chinese fashion of just kicking people when they're down. Lin has to turn everything around. From early game to mid game fight execution, nothing's going his way.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, he looks like he was swapped out by a different player. Everything is looking outworldly at the moment. But now, the pressure is on. Now, no mistakes allowed anymore. Perhaps this can be a wake-up call for Lin. He doesn't stop smiling. He still has a cheeky grin on his face. Turtle Rock is a very good orc map. Lin, certainly still a good chance here to at least score.
Okay, June, what can you do? Last hope for Korea. And also last hope for the orcs, we have to mention. Focus, Soin, Ice Orc, Fly, all eliminated group stage or ascension phase. And now Lin against the ropes. He needs an extraordinary game, maybe an extraordinary Blade Master. And he needs to catch Colorful off guard, who seems so rock solid today.
Yeah, this time around, Lin should know what's coming. Turtle Rock is very easy to predict for the orcs. It's going to be Demon Hunter, it's going to be Talent, it's going to be one base. There's not really anything the Night Elves can do here, unless you want to get crazy with Lords and Dryads, but most don't. Certainly Colorful doesn't. It is the Demon Hunter, his favorite hero, and with both spawning on the same lane, we have a bit of tension right away.
Right away indeed. For 1.5 decades, Blade Masters love to creep the shop on the right-hand side for the ward, for the consumable. The Watcher Ward rune thing, I mean. Very standard. This map has produced insane Night Elf versus Orcs recently. Moon versus Soin, also Lawlight versus Soin in the group stage. Please give me more of that, and enough with the one-sided maps today.
Yeah, notably, by the way, most Night Elves, of course, they will play Talents here. That much is, you know, pretty much certain. But most still will play Keeper, because the Keeper gives you much more opportunity to creep different camps on this map, but Colorful is sticking with the Demon, which makes creeping hard. This also means this Demon will never, ever, ever be level 3 by the time Tier 2 rolls around. That was really the nail in the coffin. When the Shadow Honor got mana burned twice, couldn't do anything, couldn't creep, had to fall back. So this map by itself should make for a much closer game. Lin is aggressive this time with the blade. He went for the skipped chop, go for the circlet, and attack the opponent. Grunt and blade, looking to get something done.
Wisp Hunt is on. This will at the very least drain some moon juice. We have Windwalk to get out, no dust. Of course, it's an archer build, so no owls yet. But we also got 1,000 bits by Buttcrumbs saying, Remo, can we get a dzbool? I don't know what that means.
I think he may be referring to the Disple. Thank you very much, Buttcrumbs. I hope that was as satisfying for you as it was for me. Blade Master got only one Wisp. Good saves by Colorful. Almost saved every single one of them. Just one went down. That is still certainly okay. And now both players here fighting mano a mano with some very few friends involved. And this might be a very low hero level game for quite some time.
Yeah. If they don't allow each other to creep, then that's certainly gonna be the case. Mana burn, no more Windwalk, Grunt being blocked, good execution by Colorful, all that little chip damage. Circlet for the blade, obviously nice to have. This is the best early game for Lin, I would say, because nothing bad happened.
Yeah, and whether it's Demon Hunter or a Keeper, slowing them down a lot in the early game is always very beneficial, because with most strategies, they will be responsible for a lot in the mid game. Whereas the Orc more prioritizes second hero creeping and relying on them for the late game. Here it's really about either get the tech rolling or get the expansion rolling with a strong first hero. Oh, and Colorful with the first really sneaky move of the series. He's going for a hidden Hunter's Hall, so no talons in the end.
Ooh, little like Kaho played on Last Refuge yesterday. With the Hunter's Fall on the high ground. Yeah, Lin has to figure this out at some point. Maybe the second hero will already be an indicator. But yeah, there's no vision for Lin, is there?
Oh, archers spotted. There's a dust for the blade. This could be a strong creep jack. Could be 2 archers here, maybe getting taken out if the grunts get in position. But maybe they're a bit too far away. Good block as well from the archer. Everything is saved.
Very good execution by Colorful. Not sloppy, one bit. Good blocks, good retreats, good positioning. Everything you want from an early game, and what you get from a mid game is a Keeper vs Shadowhunter opener.
Damn, he is playing the Dryad stuff. I was mentioning it earlier. We didn't see it much at all this tournament, but now it is going to be attempted here on Turtle Rock. Good thing is, for Lin, the Shadowhunter still works against that strat as well. Serpent Ward's always good against Night Elf, also against Dryads, and he's going for Walkers against possible Bears later. Walkers won't do much against the Dryads, but the Raiders will, and Raiders will be coming.
Exactly, and that's then a relatively easy switch. And nobody's better with Raiders than Lin is. Inventory for the Blade Master getting a little better as well. Grunt Scout. We'll see the Keeper soon, then it's time for them to retreat. No sign of lures just yet, but Lin is wondering, like, what is happening here?
Sees the Keeper, and that's of course a big tell already. We see tier 3, so it's not the Dryad stuff. It will be Bears in the end, and I think that might even be better for Lin. He'll be having Walkers, and he should also be having Kodos soon.
Ring of Superiority for Lin. Can he accelerate? Usually, at the beginning of tier 2, you like to use your grunts and creep the red. He's on the way. But Colorful knows this timing. Maneuvers across, gets the dust against the blade, and the big ward in the middle of the 2 bases.
Lin went for Hex. Without the Demon even harassing. Is this just for creeping?
This looks like... Wait, what did he hex? Ah. The Berserker?
That's a big commitment. Creeping with both heroes. I wonder, couldn't he have also done this without Hex?
Yeah.
That's gonna be painful perhaps later.
Painful is also finding the absolutely useless rune braces in this matchup. Bears coming. Dryad Dispel almost online. Peon knows at least now. We get Walker Dispel, we get more Raiders. And Shadowhunter leveling. That is then Heal Wave. Or is it Serpent Wards?
Has to be Heal Wave, I think. Against Bears, you definitely want to have Heal Wave.
Yeah.
But he doesn't know it's Bears yet.
Did he not scout the tier 3?
I don't think he saw it with the... Oh, did he see it with the Grunt?
I don't know.
Not sure.
Okay, Blade Master's roaming. Slippers, nice. Invo Potion, amazing. Demon Hunter level 3 though, also great. We are splitting the map a little bit. We have different priorities. Consumables for Colorful for now. Now approaching the red spot, and both do. Both would love a Cutgas Pipe. Both would love movement speed, and Colorful, nicely done Observer, has Wisp everywhere and sees this.
Alright. Lin hoping for a good item finally. The Rune Brazers wasn't it. There's lots of great stuff to find here. Also for Colorful. For him, we see the Medallion. That's okay for the Keeper. I think rather on the weaker side. Lin though, oh that's even worse. Kodo alright. And a Raider dies to the creeps! Lin! What is going on today?
This is not the War Chief that we praised over the past... I don't know, 2 decades really. Scout Peon goes down as well. Can he minimize these mistakes? Double level 3, at least. He's never been in this spot in the past series. He still has some work ahead of him. 500 gold for Colorful. Solid creep route, good consumables. Staff online as well as Orb as the Demon Hunter finds the time to go back to the main. Colorful has all the tools he needs to close this out 3-0.
Fight execution is still going to be crucially important. If you get a perfect speed scroll engage, Kodos run in, double devour, heal wave to save stuff. Lin can still win these fights, Lin can still win this game. But he must stop making mistakes. Is that a Kodo that's running into the Night Elf army right there? Oh no, it's beyond, thank god.
Claws +8, slippers, gloves, double circlet, heal scroll, double speed scroll. Lin is building a nice equipment. Getting found once again by extraordinary wisp positioning. But this is the third red spot for Lin. Colorful trying to interfere, but the downside of this bear army is it's slow. Demon Hunter is right there. We have a town portal. Lin can get out. Belt of Giant Strength, again not the item he was looking for, but at least experience. Big red numbers on the menu. Crit level 2 and a 3.9 Shadow Hunter. Lin can do this if he fights well.
Is he gonna keep the belt on the blade? He will. Yeah, with more HP, the blade's also gonna be a great frontliner. The Spirit Link can't really all be dispelled. There's not enough Dryads normally in the army to get rid of all that Spirit Link. We see here only 2 Dryads, in fact. So the frontline for the Orc can be very sturdy and spread the damage around with Spirit Link. So of course, Heal Wave and Heal Scrolls will be hugely important. Nighttime now. We have Ultra Vision. Colorful has the vision advantage.
Okay, lots of mana on this Shadow Hunter. Lots of heal waves. And here we go. On to the bears. They have Thorns Aura level 2. Lin is hurting himself in confusion a little bit. Dispel on some of them. Kodos marching forward. Weird position as it is around the tavern. Speed scroll. Engage. Yummy. That is bear on the menu here today. Speed scroll used to get out to a degree. One bear comes back. Nice hacks. Dispelled immediately. Good execution, but also Lin countering this with the heal wave. This is the fight we were looking for. And a surround thanks to the ensnared archer. What a sweet heads up play by Lin. He has arrived.
Yeah, beautiful engage by Lin. 2 bears still devouring. They'll be granting more experience. And that's the thing with the bear strat. If the Orc fights really, really well, bears normally don't tend to do that well. And I think we saw an experience here. But maybe in a follow-up attack, it's going to be a different story. With Rejuve, Colorful can heal quickly. Lin needs a bit more to be fight ready again. He needs clarities. He needs also heal scrolls. Very important to keep this army healthy.
Yeah, he was blasting through the consumables in that fight. Heal scroll, speed scroll, mana potion, clarity, of course, before. Who gets shop control now? Once again, we're fighting around the tavern. Or at least positioning ourselves. And this is no heal scroll. The synergy of heal scroll and Spirit Link, I've been saying it for 15 years straight, is amazing. And Lin is trying to buy time to get to the shop.
May also want to force these bears into a bottleneck position. Blade Master far forward, taking a lot of damage. He's got Influence Spirit Link, but still.
Careful there, mate. 2 Kodos, 3 Kodos in the stomach. Invul Potion needs the heal wave right here, right now. Another bear down. That's level 4. Windwalk lasting a lot longer, making some difference now. Blade Master far in the bag. But the fight in the north is easily won by Lin, as it seems if he's not losing the Blade Master, getting almost blocked by Wisps. Raiders falling. Walkers falling. The fight could turn within seconds thanks to the lack of healing.
Demon Hunter tanking like a boss. He's got a heal potion here still. Everything is dropping low HP. The Orb of Venom doing huge work. But so many bears are missing inside the stomachs.
Crit.
Ensnare flies. Demon in trouble. One more crit to get the win.
Oh my god, the Devour's everywhere. Step out by Colorful. So sick, so close. But in the end, there's a lot of Horde still remaining with the 12 supply in the Kodos. And you can't deal with the Kodos. They got too much HP. Grants, Raiders, Walkers, they might all fall. But the Kodos stay intact. And now we got the heal scrolls that he desperately needs.
Oh, when's he gonna use it? There we go. First one right away. But the demon is back. And looks fairly ready to fight.
We have more entangles. This is scary. Whenever a Kodo falls, the bear is back. Roar, Ritu, all up for grabs. Oh, the next healing. The Spirit Link is a lifesaver, but is it for the blade? No more healing! Sick escape! Oh my god. Demon Hunter tanking like a beast. Double Orb of Venom, so much damage. Invo Potion, Blade Engage. This has to be it. This is the Hail Mary. 7-second safety. Where are the crits? He needs them desperately. There is one, and the demon is dead. What an execution, surgical strike, but he gets caught as well. And Tangle, Keeper of the Grove, the lifesaver. Bear is back as well. Lin in shambles and about to be eliminated.
Oh my god, dude, everybody seems to be losing absolutely everything. But the Keeper with level 3 Thorns Aura.
Ooh.
There's still gonna be some Dispel. One more Bear does go down. Shadowhunter now level 3 Heal Wave. Blade Master coming back from the altar. But the Demon from the Tavern.
That is the momentum on Colorful's side again. Another Bear gonna be devoured. Keeper,
oh, wait, and snares.
Can he get the blade back? He absolutely does. Oh, he's behind enemy lines. Demon Hunter is back from the tavern as well. Says hello to the deer. Massive Dispel. We fight once again. Staff out. GNL Bear onto the Demon Hunter. We have no Dispel anymore. The Living Armor is doing tons. Demon Hunter marching forward. Shadow Hunter level 5, but no mana, no influence, except maybe a little Hex. It's the Raider who saves the day.
Oh my god, dude, what a crazy game. And what is this army by Colorful, by the way? Bears and nothing else anymore. Which also makes Hex very good, by the way.
Oh, Lin. Fighting for survival. Close to the shop. Mana Potion activated. Can he do this now? Kodo is not eating. Is getting mauled, to be honest. Demon Hunter trapped at the shop. Can he close it? Can he close the little gap? No, he can't. Demon Hunter gets out. 183 critical strike. The Keeper is back. And now the Thorns Aura damage is insane. Blade in trouble. And Tangle. Not like this. GG. Lin is out. And Colorful is alive. Lower bracket semi-final. Happy versus Colorful. Can you believe it?
Damn, Colorful clutching that game out. It looked horrible for a little while, but the Bears do work for once. Well done by Colorful. Lin 3-0 today. Nobody was expecting that. What the hell? Lin, unfortunately, with a real off day. Every map, big mistakes. I don't know what it was, but today wasn't his day. Lin will not be part of the top 4. All the Koreans now eliminated. It's only Happy left and 3 other Chinese in our top.